What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel, and if you stick around today I'm going to be showing you 5 simple mods you can do to really improve the look of your car. If you look closely you can see that this top grille here is a nice and shiny gloss black. However, these bottom plastics are all matte. Alright, so once you have your plastics off, the first thing you're going to want to do is give them a good fucking clean. Now to do this you're going to want to use panel wipe, something like that, something along those lines. Once you've cleaned them off, like I have here, you're going to want to start sanding. Now personally I use 1000 grit sandpaper. It's a very fine sandpaper. Now this, you might be saying that's not going to do much, but the thing is these plastics are quite soft, so the harder you go with sandpaper, the more likely it is to score them. You score these plastics, that's going to show up in your paint job. So I'm going to give these a quick sand up with 1000 grit, just a quick score up, to make them a bit rougher for the paint, to give the paint something to stick to. Okay, so once these are all sanded up, you're going to want to give them another good clean. Now I've already done that, so while I'm going to give them a good 5 minutes to just make sure they're completely dry before we start painting them. So while we're doing that, I'm going to move on to the next modification. The next modification you're going to see me do to this car is light tint film. Now this is a green and blue metallic chameleon tint. It's called. I'll get it out of the bag for you. Now, so that's what it looks like. It's like a pearlescent blue and greeny. So, a lot of people will use this on their headlights. Personally, I don't want to use it on my headlights. I'm going to use it here on the fog lights, just to give it a bit of touch of colour down here and make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, so to do this, we're going to take our tint. We're going to kind of get an idea for how much we need. Right, so I'm just going to cut that amount off. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to get a squeegee. These are going to come in very handy today. These are just a little 3M squeegee. They're bendy and they've got felt on it not to scratch your vinyl. So, first thing you're going to want to do, I have to admit I've never done this before, so we do need to try and get the backing off this, which apparently isn't going to be very simple. Yeah, that's the protective side. Right, okay, I have it. Now it's because this was rolled up, it's going to try and roll in on itself, which we don't want. Okay, so I've got that. Let's get that on there. Very awkward because it was rolled up in a kind of tube. Right, we're going to just stick that on there. Slow it down itself again here. Right, now as you can see, we're just going to start working it onto the fog light with our squeegee. So there you go, that is the final product. Now if I do take the camera and kind of move it, you may be able to see that kind of greeny blue tinge. In fact, you could be able to see it perfectly down there, how it changes colour. And I think against the black plastics, that'll stand out very nicely. Okay, so now that I've knocked out the first fog light, that's gave me a good 10 minutes to let these dry up. So the first step with these is now to prime these up, ready for paint. This is just Halford's grey primer. And remember, you do need to give these a good shake up. Good indication for when you've shook it enough is when you've got little dents on the bottom of the can. Okay, first layer of primer is down. We're going to give that about 15 minutes. And once that is dry, we'll put down another coat of primer, give it another 15 minutes, and then put the first coat of black down. But while this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and knock out the second fog light, and then we can move on again. Okay guys, so we have both fog lights done. Both of those are now tinted. Looking pretty sweet, I do like that actually. The next thing we're going to be doing, I have already put the second coat of primer on the plastic. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tackle this. And this is another sticker. This is a pre-cut Sunstrip for the Focus ST. Never done one of these before, and first time I'm doing it by myself. So I have opted for the soapy water method, where you spray it on the car, lay this down on top of it, and squeegee out the water. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Probably going to time lapse it, probably going to fuck it up, but we will find out in the next 5 or 10 minutes or so. Okay, so the Sunstrip is down, and honestly it didn't go all that bad. There is a couple of little things here and there, but considering I put it on by myself, I don't think, and for the first time by the way, I don't think it went too bad at all. So we do have a little line here. I think that I've actually managed to work that out. And then on the other side, it was kind of funny around here, but this also seems to have disappeared. Now obviously while this dries off, bubbles and stuff might appear. So I've dried off the window and the Sunstrip, so we need to leave this for a wee while now. I'll probably go over it with the heat gun again before I leave, just to make sure the adhesive is stuck properly. The last thing I want to do is go ahead and start driving and then watch as this flies away. But yeah, we have now done the Sunstrip. Both the fog lights have been tinted. We're going to go and start laying some black down on the plastics, which are over here. We'll give you a look at them. See these now, they're nice and dry. Okay guys, so the next modification we're going to talk about isn't really a modification, and I have already done it. I done it a couple of days ago, mainly because we've had a really hot couple of days here in Scotland, so windows had to be down quite a lot. So this is a mod I do to most of my cars, if not all of them. I didn't do it to the GT86 because it's a bit of an annoyance to get these for the GT86, but we have got wind deflectors on these, and the wind deflectors are great. They're a great little thing to have, because when you put the window down without these, you're going to get slapped in the face by a lot of wind, whereas this helps to kind of cut that down. And really, I just think they look pretty cool. Now these do just slide into a little gap between the rubber and the window. There's sticky pads on these to hold them to the rubber. These ones are made by Team Heko, and these cost around 30 quid for all four. It's been a couple of hours. I'm going to have a little rant here. So when I'm usually spraying things on the cars and stuff, I will go to a local paint shop called Spray Store, and they will sell me some proper paint, usually by U-Paul, but unfortunately they're shut on Sundays, and today's a Sunday. I didn't even think before this, otherwise I would have went and got it the other day, but didn't even think. So what I had to do is I had to go to Halfords and get some Halfords spray paint. Now I've not used Halford stuff in a couple of years, and that was for specific reasons, like it didn't dry, it took too long to dry, and it was just generally quite shit. So I thought maybe it's been a couple of years, maybe it'll be a bit better, but as you guys have probably guessed, it's not any better. So the centre grille has managed to dry enough to be put back in. However, these two fog light surrounds have not had any paint on them for about an hour now. And they're not even close to being dry, which is annoying, because it's about 4 o'clock on a Sunday and I want to go home, because I also need to edit this video and get it uploaded and stuff. The car's sitting here ready, but yeah, so just a little heads up, don't use Halford's paint. Now when it comes to applying these, once you get them out of the bag, I'll just throw that there. So in here what we have is 2 stickers. I think they're the same size, so we won't need to worry about, yeah, they're both the same size, so same size front and back. These are listed on the website under the car, so you can just go on, choose your car, and they'll send you the right size. So in the bag we have, oh, they sent me one for the steering wheel as well. That's awfully cute. That's awesome. I didn't actually order that, so that's cool. So yeah, in here we've got a couple of alcohol wipes. So the best thing to do, also open it up, take your wipe out, and just give the badge a good clean. Make sure you get right in there. That's actually feels a bit loose. Now, what a lot of people do is they actually colour code their badges to the car, but obviously this is a blue car and the Ford logo is blue, so I didn't really have that option. But I did want to get these because I've not had them for a little while, and I just like the way they look. So black and chrome is the way to go, but it's not going to stand out and look terrible. So right, so once you've cleaned that off, get your badge, take it off the paper, very carefully, line it up. Get it on there. Nice. Now also you can only really do this for Ford. DMB only produce Ford badges. However, a lot of other cars, you know, they're just emblems, so you can take them off and paint them. And as you can see, I've added that on, and now it looks pretty sweet. It's just a bit different, it stands out a bit more, it ties in with the grills and all the other bits of trim and stuff. We're going to go ahead, do the exact same on the back and then on the steering wheel. That's a nice little surprise from BMB. Obviously I didn't realise they sent that out. That's not been any special treatment or anything, that has just been me being a bit stupid. So we're going to take this wipe and we're going to hand round the back. So finally the bumper trims have dried enough to put the back on the car, and we have moved the car outside so we can have a look at it. It's very sunny. Don't know where that came from because it was raining earlier. But yeah, so as you can see, the front end looks a lot more uniform now, I think, with the black grills, and those little green/blue fog lights stand out really quite nicely. I think that looks pretty fucking cool, if I'm honest. Obviously black badge, pretty cool, and the Sunstrip as well. And I think that has just done a couple of nice little modifications to make your car stand out a little bit more. Also we do have the wind deflectors on there as well. Yeah guys, I'm going to end this one here. That's been 5 easy mods for you to do at your car. Now these were all inexpensive mods, just little things I could do in between working on the Nissan and the Lexus. I went to say Nissan and Lexus at the same time, but it came out as Lexan. Right, okay. Now the Nissan will hopefully be making its return to the channel soon. Really excited for you guys to see that. You have no idea what's going to happen. Next couple of weeks you guys should see that. Expect quite a big video for that. Lexus, need to get a new radiator, we'll get that sorted at some point. In fact, someone messaged me about the radiator and I never got back to you. I will get back to you ASAP. Sorry about that, I completely forgot a minute in my head. Just when I said it there, I remembered. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of these 5 easy mods. And I will see you in the next one.